Hey, Travis Cyberfit here. Glad to be here today. In this webinar, what I'd like to share with you all is how to investigate a fake Facebook request. So in this case here, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. So I received a fake Facebook friend request from this individual here. Here's the full profile, like so. So in this case here, typically Facebook would delete the request before you even see it, but sometimes it still may linger in your friend list. So in this case, as I started to further investigate a little bit deeper, Facebook already took the request down. So thankfully I got the screenshot, which is also a great security practice in your own security environment. So what I'd like to do here is, as you see, this is a full profile of a rogue individual. Um, Click here to see my naked pic. So that URL is potentially leading up to something malicious. So what I'd like to do here in this webinar is show you how to further investigate it. This would be most preferred in a sandbox environment. By sandbox meaning it's on a non-productive network that's only used for research only, and it's segregated by particular firewalls and applications to allow certain traffic in or out. So of course here, best security practice is to never click the link directly. So I'm going to show you two resources that you can use to further drill down into this particular link. So open this back up and let me grab the smaller thumbnail. So here I have a tab open for URL query. Now what urlquery.net does is allows you to see an actual thumbnail of the website that you're potentially wanting to visit. So even if someone sends you a message on Facebook Messenger saying, hey, click this link, and you're really skeptical about what it is, you can open up urlquery.net and view the actual web page. Now, that's an actual thumbnail of the web page, but you won't be able to actually browse the website. So here, I'm gonna actually bring both windows side by side. Okay, perfect. Thank you, Windows 10. All right, so here I'm going to go ahead and type in the URL. And let me delete these past two searches. Okay, here we go. And search. All right, this is something new for the CAPTCHAs. All right. Come on. Okay, so while this is taking a while, what this is a CAPTCHA. So it's different than a password-based authentication, but what CAPTCHAs really are helping build digital libraries for books. It's a very great way for building a digital archive. Um, let's see. Let me go ahead and just search again. That's another brief webinar topic in the near future. And okay, I wasn't getting these prompts on my last one. Okay, so now that's verified and we are searching for the actual web page. Now, another great tool that I typically use is called RecSwain.com, and this will actually allow you to see the actual HTTP code. Now, HTTP is the markup language for web pages. It's typically the base foundation for websites, but websites can be designed with many different other applications like Java or PHP. PHP is becoming a lot more common. Now here at RecSwing, what you want to do is, actually we'll save RecSwing once this finished processing, which it is. Okay, so this allows you to see an actual browser interface of what that website redirects to. So in this case here, as you see, the URL is http //mcu.so/u capital YW. So this page apparently redirects to a page, let me zoom in, Flingpa Blanc, Flingpa 1 Blanc. So as you see, it's a legit porn site, and this, some people do tend to click these links with the wrong intentions, intentional or unintentional, or just someone who just isn't securely aware uh, of the possible security risk here. So URL has a built-in intrusion detection system. I'm not sure how often they update their signatures, but this one did pick up a feed from Circanta, emerging threats for a pw.domain, which is a foreign domain. So down here, what also helps is that it shows the HTTP transactions of what sites were connected to. So in this case here, it actually shows you a run through of how it actually redirected to flingpop1blanc.com and where that links to as well. So this is a great topology as well. So in this case here, typically what I'll do is I'll start to browse through the GET requests, and GET requests are where a website is requesting information from a source. So in this case here, sorry, it's fetching information from us. Yeah, correct. It's fetching information from a source. In this case here, it's another malicious website ending in the .pw domain. And if you're curious as to what the .pw domain is, as you see, I already started searching and it started showing malware. So it's for Palau, and let's see, where's Palau? So foreign country is actually an island in the Oceania. But pretty much any foreign domain that you're not familiar with or have official business use for, it's very questionable. So in this case here, what I want to do is pull up the actual code for this domain that I searched here into RecSwing. So the user agent field is typically could be less blank, but it actually autofills what your browser information is. So browser, I mean what I'm using now, Google Chrome. So every browser has its own signature of what what the request is coming from and how to communicate with that particular application. So the user agent can be changed. Typically, I'll take the referrer out in this case. The referrer is just the source site that requested the request to begin with. And accept coding, that's typically optional. So I'm going to go ahead and submit here. As you see, we get our 301 redirect, which is the web page redirect. And this is the new location that it's being redirected to. Now, the thing here with PHP is that it's such a dynamic web page that things can change on the fly. So typically it's best to jump right on these security activities as much as quick as possible. So here, so we have the web page running from several different JavaScript sources. Me personally, I'm still working to learn JavaScript a lot more, but so next step would be to investigate where this actually leads to. So I'm going to just open up another tab here into URL query. Paste that in, browse, adding to the online book library with these captchas. I don't think that's that many. I'll also go ahead now and open up another tab. Just be sure never to click the link. I'm going to go ahead and paste that in. Take the referrer out. Didn't ask for that service. And